What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. This is EBA Today. I am your host, The Truth JGW, and we got a lot to talk about. Alright, so we got a lot of things we need to discuss on here. I know a lot of people want to know why I made some of the decisions I made and stuff like that, so I'm gonna, break them down one by one, because only one person hit me up to ask me about something. Everybody else just kind of bitch and moan and complain about it, where I put out there multiple times that I'm free, just hit me up and I'll gladly explain it to you. And so nobody would take the time to hit me up. Maybe you'll take the time to listen to this and you'll get a better understanding on why I made some of the decisions I made. So we about to run through them all right now. Alright, so I guess I'll start with the whole JT situation thing. First off, Max kind of told everybody in staff that, he'll investigate it. So, we as staff, we all sat back and let him do it. Now, ICE thinks that was a league decision, and since I'm in charge of the league, he handed it to me to, do what I had to see fit. Now, between all these days, if Max could have just did his investigation, then maybe the first, maybe JT would have got banned straight up in the first place. But on one hand, all y'all who wanted to see something happen to JT got big ass mouths and couldn't keep your mouth shut that we was gonna, we was investigating him, and y'all talking shit about him and sending him messages and calling him a cheater before we can even do anything. Now he knows we coming, so he has the benefit of the doubt, already in hand, because now he knows we coming. Y'all couldn't keep your mouth shut. You couldn't wait for us to do our thing before you started talking. So now he knew we were coming before, we even got there. So, that's number one. Number two is all I can do is take a man at his word. That's all I can do. He said that he was innocent. He had nothing to do with it. And, I didn't have no proof otherwise. And I was like, well, you say you're innocent, but I can't, it's going to fall on you as owner to, take the brunt of the punishment on this one, because if you're innocent, then at least 4 other people knew he did it, because they played with the, guy who was on the account. So somebody knew, somebody got to go down. Now, at first, he didn't want to tell me who, quote unquote, did it, because he felt like he was just going to get banned anyway. So he was just like, you know what, I might as well just eat the punishment, and just get banned. Like, what's the point of me snitching on someone? And before I could ban him, he said, hey, Prince Pookie was the one who told him to do it. So, alright, Prince Pookie, he the one who got banned from the site. Now, I talked to Prince Pookie, and the way he was talking was like, they put him up to it, and, but if he didn't want to snitch on his friends, and, if he wanted to take the bullet, then he had to take the bullet. Now, so that's where he just got the suspension, and I couldn't really do nothing to JT, because, hey, he said he didn't know. So, and I don't have any proof really that he told anybody to do it. Like, I can't just go banning people, without any real proof, because let's just say hypothetically he was innocent, like he really truly had nothing to do with it. It'd have been kind of messed up to have to ban somebody and he really didn't have nothing to do with it. And I know for all the other owners out there that was all mad and pissy and all that, if the same thing happened to you and you truly didn't know about it, you would have been all up in chat talking about staff sucks, I didn't do anything, blah 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 blah, so I know most of y'all would have been crying if it would have happened to you. Hell, y'all cry about trades that don't have nothing to do with you. So I know you would have been crying if I would have came at you saying I have to ban you for something that you didn't do. But, so I had to take him for his word because, one, the investigation got messed up ahead of time because y'all couldn't keep your mouth shut. But, whatever. So, we got further proof that, that person played in more than just that one game and they had multiple, accounts. So, at that time, that's all the proof I needed because one game, with this happening, I could probably, you got the benefit of the doubt on it. It's just one game. But it was like 4 or 5 games, then yeah, you had to know. So he finally got suspended. So that was kind of the whole JT thing. I couldn't just straight up ban him because I need proof. But so on to the next. So next thing I want to talk about before I kind of explain other things and why I made certain decisions. I see on the forums that some people making comments that like, well, you know what? Staff have no idea about what's really going on behind the scenes, and it's a whole bunch of stuff that happens behind the scenes that staff don't know about, and I know more about staff than this, that, and the other. And alright, that's true. Because whenever I'm in a party with a bunch of random people, this is just me, probably happens with other people too, but when I'm in a party with random people and we playing 2K, you don't know how many times I hear, oh shit, it's a staff member in here, we'll talk about that later. You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, they know I'm staff, so they're not going to talk about certain things, while I'm there. And another thing is, y'all know so much, then why don't y'all come to somebody and say something? You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do as staff or as somebody who's supposed to help the league run, help it run right, when y'all won't say nothing? You want to complain about the cheating, but you won't say nothing about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm going to tell them that you told me this, the information. So, that blows my mind how y'all complain about people cheating and this, that, and the other. Y'all know about it, and y'all don't say anything. What? Like, really? What am I supposed to do if you don't say nothing? So, you only say something that benefits you. Which, I want to bring up Fab. Now, can't do nothing to him now, but I think it's all fucked up that when the whole JT situation was going down, you were the GM of that team, and you were like, oh, I don't know nothing. I have no idea what's going on. I know nothing. And then you kind of dry snitched on yourself by posting that stuff about Eastern. So that showed me that you do know that your team be account sharing and you're a part of it. But, you didn't know nothing. I think that's kind of messed up. Like, I said in the forums, as long as you collect your awards and your championships and all that, it don't benefit you to snitch. But you don't like the commissioner choice, so now you're going to decide to snitch. Like, when it doesn't benefit you, now you can snitch. Like, if you love the EBA so much, then help make it clean and fair and everything, not be a part of the cheating. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, nobody even called you out on it. So, y'all just mad when cheating doesn't benefit you, but when somebody else does it, now you want to get up in arms about it. But when you cheat, it's all good. That just blows my mind. But I did want to say something about that real quick. Alright, so another hot topic that seems to be out there on the forums is, why won't I allow trainer to be owner? Now, I just want to say, out of all the staff members, only one person thought he should be an owner still. everybody else unanimously agreed that he should not be staff. So it wasn't just my decision. And I said, hey trainer, I don't want to put your business out there, but if you want to know why you can't be you can't be owner, then I'll explain everything to you. Just hit me up. And what I get in response is, oh, the EBA Illuminati, they're real, they exist, Instead of just talking to me man to man, one on one, to figure something out. Why? All you do is just make your jokes, make your little post, like that long stupid post in the Smack Top forum. You know what I mean? Call me EBA Illuminati. Fine, But I'm tired of people. Well, you know what? I'm not tired because I really don't care. But I'm just gonna put it all out there so everybody knows why I won't allow him to be owner. Number one, and really this should be the only one I need, but all my other facts will kind of back this up. But number one, he a racist. He got racial issues, and that should be enough right there that, you can't be an owner and represent this league, because you're supposed to be in a leadership position, You got stuff where like, oh, well, I'm commissioner, and Garbage Assassin is going to be my right-hand man, Garbage Assassin and trainer. When you got your GM, he was your GM at the time, when you got your best buddy, your number one representative posting KKK stuff, and being racist as well, and you want to be owner, you want to be commissioner for all that matter, and I'll get into that, but you could just lump these two together why you couldn't be commissioner or owner. But anyway, so yeah, your right hand man is racist as you are, and even more racist, and I have the screenshots of him posting KKK stuff, so I don't want to hear that that's not true. So, right there, that alone should be everything, And you said you would calm it down and you wouldn't do that stuff anymore. And you can't do it because if I catch you, I'm going to ban you. But, fine. Alright. Season 2, trainer, you had a decent pick. A decent team pick. And you wasted it on the 76ers, the worst team on the game. Everybody knows they're the worst team. Only reason why you wanted to pick the 76ers that high is because you just trying to draw attention to yourself. You just trying to make everybody like, oh, just trying to get a reaction out of people. You wasted a good owner spot, two lines of roster spots, all because you wanted to get a laugh out of it. If you would have probably picked a decent team, you would have been alright. And you said, oh, well, I honestly thought that I could make the playoffs with the 76ers. No, you didn't. Like, come on, let's be real about the situation. Like, I know JT and Fab and them had such a good team and everybody was, crying about it. But there's no way that you thought you could do good with the 76ers. So you wasted, 2 lines of people their entire season. Their entire season is done that you picked up through bidding because you wanted to play with the 76ers. And you thought, I don't know. So that's another reason. Then before I move on to season 3, and word on the street is, on your 76ers season, you made extra accounts and traded for them just so you wouldn't have to forfeit your 76ers season. And people knew about it, but they just didn't care because you were the 76ers. So that's another example of, cheating is fine, as long as it benefits you or whatever. These same people that knew Trainer did this is the same people that wants Trainer to be an owner and Trainer to be commissioner. They know he did this, but whatever, is fine. And do I have absolute proof that what I just said was true? No, but people do have big mouths, and some, so word spreads. So, do with that what you will. But season three, I can't remember off the top of my head what team you had, but you had a decent pick again, and you actually, I think you picked the Trailblazers. Yeah, I believe you had the Trailblazers. And we shortened the season down from 6 weeks to 4. And when it was clear that your team couldn't cut it, you traded all your active people that would show up and play, for people, for people that I guess didn't want to play for you or whatever. And in the 4-week season, you forfeited way more than some people did in 6 weeks. And then you thought it was funny that you got away with making these trades, and you blame it on staff. Well, it's staff fault for allowing those trades to go through. Staff don't have nothing to do with your stupidity or whatever it is, but you traded away good players to, you just traded them away to teams that wanted them, like you made it a point to take JT's people away from them, JT and Fad's people away from him, just to trade them to him when you realized that you weren't going to make playoffs. And you thought it was a joke, and you thought it was hilarious. Ha ha ha! I got away with it. Well, no, you didn't get away with it. I was watching. You know what I mean? Observing. That is stupid. So you just ruined the rest of your team's season again. For what? For what? I mean, you traded away your active people and you forfeited out, but you want to say, oh, it's staff fault for not giving me training camp people or this, that, and the other. Like, no, you had active people and you traded them away, and the people you got back, you didn't even blacklist them if they so-called didn't want to play for you, this, that, and the other. So your 76er season and your Trailblazer season had a lot of forfeits, and if I felt like it, I could pull up the numbers, because I'm the one who counts up all the forfeits every year that everybody did, and I have them saved. You forfeited a lot. Now, granted, I will give you the credit that you didn't quit, and that's better than what I can say for most people, but you did forfeit a lot, and you did multiple things to fail as an owner, and you want the league to allow you to keep just playing around. Like, some of these people in this league are grown ass men, and they don't got time for childish games and for to be played around with. So that is why you can't be owner. And maybe we'll give you a shot in 2K17, but now that you see that this ain't no game and we're not playing, you know what I mean? Maybe that's got through your head, and you will give an honest effort if you're given a chance again at owner, but that's why it was taken away from you. Alright, so I think the next hot topic out there is, why did I choose Eastern over everybody else as commissioner? Alright, we'll go down the list. Farrah. Nothing against Farrah. He didn't have a bad interview or nothing like that, but I would have liked for him to have more staff experience and stuff like that before jumping straight to commissioner to prove himself. Just get some staff experience, stuff like that, kind of help out the league before you just jump straight to commissioner. Kind of prove yourself that you're down to help. And that was the only thing against Farrah, why I didn't pick him. He actually is a time thing, I didn't think he really had the time to put into it, because a lot of times, and not just him, during the season, King would ask the staff their opinion on something, and nobody would respond, and now I have to step in and respond, and it would be like one or two people. And so a lot of times, a lot of staff members, I understand everybody busy, but everybody kind of left the commissioner hanging a lot sometimes. So that's why I didn't go with Z, actually. Next is trainer, and I just went on a lengthy thing about why trainer can't be owner or whatever. But when I did talk to trainer, and I don't want nobody to get this impression that I don't have a problem with trainer. We was laughing and joking when we had the interview, but at the same time, I'm still going to make the responsible decision. But I did ask trainer, I was like, if I don't pick you as commissioner, would you consider being a staff member? And he said, yeah, he would be down for it. So that would, if trainer would have become staff, that would give him a chance to, prove himself to me or whoever else have doubts about him, that, he's here to really do the right thing and help out. And when Eastern got it, Eastern reached out to him and asked him, hey, would you become staff? And I guess trainer just ignored him. He never responded back to him. Either he wasn't serious about becoming staff, or he didn't want to be staff under Eastern. Either way. But that's why. Next, the big popular pick is Crow. And Crow would make a good commissioner, but there's a flip side to that too. One, he's already the commissioner of the ESL, and he's doing a good job there. And that just, before I pile on any other reason, that's enough right there. Ice and Mags didn't want anybody to, be commissioner of two leagues. So, that's why I couldn't pick him. But since you run me down a little bit, I gotta run you down a little bit. You would have been a good pick. But one, you don't troll ESL people as much as you troll EBA people. I go over there and look in the forums and see what's going on. And your attitude over there is completely different from how you act, with the EBA. You know what I mean? Whenever I say mean things on the forums, people go run to Mags and Ice. Oh, Truth is being mean. He's saying these things. He shouldn't be saying these things. He's VPLO, So, you as commissioner, and the way you be acting, they would do the same thing. And I didn't consider this when I talked with you and all, but technically, if you wanna, everybody's talking about integrity nowadays, and everybody, we need somebody with integrity. Technically, you would be blacklisted for the first season of 2K17 because you backed out of your owner 2-season commitment, and you say you wouldn't even plan on buying 2K17 because you wanted to play Overwatch and Smite. That's just the facts. But I didn't even consider that when considering who should I pick. Now, I went with Eastern because one, he was the only owner that was an owner for all 4 seasons. So that's dedication right there. Two, he kind of know how things run, and I thought he would have did a good job at being commissioner. Because every day he would bitch about something to staff, and and this and that, and I thought he would have done a good job, and he got a good staff together. I don't know if y'all know who it was, but it doesn't matter now. But I thought Eastern could have still did a good job, but now what Fab put out there and what's out there, everything, of course he has to step down. He's not the commissioner anymore. I did find a new commissioner that I'll announce pretty soon, whenever I'm done rambling. But so that's why I made the choice that I did make as commissioner. You know, that's that. But I got a few more things I want to ramble about. All right, so the next thing is, I see a lot of people say free E-Money, free King John, unblacklist everybody. Well, let's go down the list here. If you're saying free E-Money, quite frankly, you are an idiot. Straight up. No, I shouldn't be saying this about, the people in our league, but you are an idiot. He went into bidding knowing he wasn't going to play. He knew this the entire time. It's not like something suddenly popped up and he quit on his team and retired, before the season started. People like that is what made season 4 as bad as it was. People just up and quitting and stuff like that. Then, when it was time to discuss his punishment, I said, you know what? Some people wanted 3, some people wanted 2 season blacklist. Like the standard procedure would be 2 seasons, when you retire. But since he screwed the league, purposely, there's room to give him 3. I said, but you know what? I said, I came to him man to man, 1-on-1. I was like, hey, can you tell me honestly, like, why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you retire? Just, talk to me man to man about it. Tell me what, why you did that. He was like, alright, I'll tell you. I'm doing something right now. I get with you later. So I was like, alright, fine, I got all day. Let me know what happened. He hits me up later. He says, you know what? Just give me 3 seasons. Why? Just, what I did was wrong and blah, 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 blah. No, just give me 3 seasons. Okay, fine. Yeah, you want to play around and you want to be like a martyr, like, oh man, they got me. I got 3 seasons. All right, fine. You got 3 seasons. So don't be coming back now talking about like free me and everybody's like, oh, free money. Like, why? He screwed the whole entire team and the whole league over, completely, just so he can have yucks and antics about it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, some of y'all be treating this like treating the forums and treating the EBA like y'all own personal playground where y'all can have y'all little fun. Alright, well, now, that's not cool. I'm old. I'm an old ass man. I don't have time for that. So, that's why he got 3 seasons. And for every person that says free money, you are stupid. Because you just are. I mean, it's stupid for you to want somebody who screwed the league over to come back. John, when Mantis quit as owner and he was the GM and he thought his team wasn't going to show up, so he retired too. King, who was on that team, the commissioner, took over the exact same team with the exact same roster with just a few extra TC people, and he got them to play. I was going to disband the team, but King was able to get that team to play. John didn't even try. Or he might have tried. I don't know how hard he tried, but he didn't try enough because King was able to get them to play, the entire season, and they made the playoffs and everything. And John, quit. John was given an opportunity to come back, to be unblacklisted, to do something we never ever do, to come back and retake over the team. And he turned it down. So he had 2 chances and he turned it down. So that's why he's blacklisted. So, y'all putting up these stupid hashtags of free somebody and bring them back. why, when they're part of the reason why they made your season as bad as it was. Because, alright, I will probably give it to you that it was a bad starting week because of the 4th of July, but the amount of people that quit, like, that many people are not going to quit over 1 week of EBA. And a lot of y'all was just saying cancel the season or restart the season just so that everybody who got blacklisted at that point would be unblacklisted. But little did you know that they would have still been blacklisted. Even if we would have canceled the season, even if we would have restarted it, they would have still been blacklisted. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was a bad season, but if that's why you wanted to cancel it or for it to be restarted to get your boys back that quit on y'all, then it wouldn't have worked anyway. Now, with most of that negativity on the front end, I do want to say some good things. You know, big shout out to everybody who finished this shitty season. Like, every time I had to play, I was not happy because I didn't want to play anymore. But, you know, and a lot of people didn't want to play anymore. But, you know, big ups to everybody, all the owners who stuck around despite, you know, all the forfeits. Everybody, you know, all the players, everybody who stuck around to the end and just kind of grinned and buried it. You know, big ups to y'all. Y'all the true people that we want to service this league for, you know what I mean, and make it better for the people who can stick it out, you know, even when things are bad. So when things are good, you know, you reap the benefits from. So I appreciate each and every last one of y'all that stuck around, every owner that stuck around and made it to the end. You know, I know Realist and Eastern as owner, they were, you know, really frustrated with the way things were and everything, but they stuck it out. So to every owner and management and player that stuck around to the end, you know, I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate y'all just sticking it out. Another shout out I want to give is to Cuban. Cuban talk a lot of shit about me on the site, which is fine. I really don't care. I just have fun with it and change what he say. But as much shit as he was talking, and I called him out and I said, hey, you know, you complaining about staff sucks and all this, then why don't you come and join staff and be a part of the solution? And he took me up on that, and he did join staff, so he was part of Eastern staff. So, you know, shout out to him for actually stepping up, because a lot of y'all out there bitch, moan, complain about how things are being run, but when you have an opportunity to step up and help out, you don't take it. You just sit back, bitch, complain, and moan, and be the first person on the forums to talk shit. But, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to step up and help out. You know, so I give it to Cuban. You know, he talked a lot of shit about me and all that, whatever. But he did step up when I called him out to step out. And so he joined staff. So I appreciate him on that. Another positive, I did, after days and days of searching and messaging people, and it's a few people out there who really do care about this league and talk to me in a sensible manner. Like, before I name the next commissioner, I do want to say, y'all people out there, if y'all have a problem with me, with anything, if you have a legit problem, come talk to me about it. Like, if you talk to me in a party, I am cool as hell. You know, I'll listen to everything you got to say, and we can talk about it like sensible adults. And I'll take everything you say into consideration. You know, like, as much as an asshole he could be, whenever Crow had a problem, he messaged me, and we messaged each other, and we talked it out. Gabe is GM. He like pulled me in a party before, and we talked whatever, you know, was going on now. And a few other people have, you know, asked me why, or pull me into a party and actually talk to me. But for the rest of y'all, if y'all wondering about things, if y'all want any answers, all you have to do is hit me up on Xbox. When I'm on, just hit me up. I'm not hiding from you. I'm not the Illuminati who's hiding in the shadows or whatever. I promise I talk to each and every one of you. Whatever problem you got, whatever decision you made, you want to know why something was made, just hit me up. That's all I ask. Don't talk shit about me or staff or, just run on the forums and cry. I promise you can just hit me up and we can talk about it. But, anyway. So after searching, and I talked to a lot of people who would be good commissioners to take over. And I think a lot of what it comes down to is some people don't want to do the job half-assed. They really want to, do a good job if they were to take it, and they just couldn't take it because of time constraints. They just wouldn't be busy, or staff is the best they can do because they won't have to do it on and on. I did find somebody that has been around our little community for a long time, since League Arena. He was a long time management there. He's been around here too. He's a godly man, and a lot of people hate on him for being so Jesus Christly, but he's actually a good guy. He will, I'm gonna help him out all that he needs to be helped out. Hopefully, y'all as community give him support. Hopefully he can get a good staff together. He's working on it right now. I talked to him before I started recording this. So your next EBA commissioner, and I know he's gonna catch hate, and we already talked about it. He's prepared for the hate and the backlash of me naming him. But the next commissioner is Texas James Smith. Texas James Smith will be your next commissioner. I'll help him out. I know he's real excited, real eager to take over. He told me he was honored, that we considered him. He really wants to take this in the right direction. All I asked of him is he don't let me down. He said he wouldn't. I have no reasons to believe why he wouldn't be a good commissioner. So that is who your next commissioner is. And I'm going to say a few more things before I end this show because it's running too long. Alright, so one of the things I did see y'all voice y'all concern is well, if this league is for the people, shouldn't we have more say on what's going on and stuff like that? And that is true. Y'all can have a little say. Y'all can have a say. So one thing James said he did want to implement is something that involves all the people a little bit more. I mean, obviously not on everything, but he said he was going to make an effort to include the user base and hear their voices and include them on kind of rule changes, decision making a little bit more. So y'all can look forward to that. I'm trying to think if there is anything else I wanted to say before I have to defend myself on the forums. No. So I appreciate y'all listening to my rambling. If you have a problem with me or the league or a staff member or somebody cheating, just come talk to me, man to man, and we can talk it out. Or you can be a child about it and just cry on the forums, whichever floats your boat. But to the diehards out there that sign up every year and you don't say much in the forums, or just the people who stick around, I appreciate all of y'all who making the EBA a fun place to be. Everybody who showed up through this despicable season. You know, appreciate everybody. Congratulations, defeat you for winning the championship. Oh, and one thing is to our current commissioner before the baton is officially handed over. You know, King, you did a good job for 4 whole seasons. I appreciate everybody who put time into staff, who joined staff. Timo, King John, Angry, Insane Legend. I think that's everybody. And if I forgot one, my bad. But I appreciate all the previous staff for y'all work over the past few seasons and this 2K. You know, hopefully, King, maybe you take up ownership, because you did do good at owner, even when you weren't supposed to. And you did a lot of things unselfishly. You could have just said screw it. But big ups to you. And that's all I got to say. That's the end of the show. So, welcome, Texas James Smith, and good luck, because God knows you're going to need it. And as James would say, God bless you all. Alright now, peace.